Hey guys, so let's look at graphing equations. So there's several ways to do this. One way is you could make a table for your x values and your y values and put a bunch of independent variables as x and then find the corresponding y values. I hate that way, okay? That takes forever. So I'm going to show probably the two fastest ways to do this. First of all, let's try this using finding the intercepts. So for that one, if x is 0, what's y going to be? This one actually will set itself up well for finding the graphing by finding the intercepts. So what you would do is you plug in a 0 for your x, and you'll solve for the corresponding y. This one's pretty quick. My y value would be a 2. Okay, so 1 point would be 0, 2. So we go and we graph that, 0, 2. That's right there. And then now we'll do this. If my y value is 0, what's x going to be? Okay? So we'll plug a 0 in for y. 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 6. And then we'll go ahead and solve for x. 2x equals 6. X is 3, so my other point would be 3, 0. Which is this point right there. 2 points is all you need to graph this thing. So, you can plug in another point if you really wanted to for x and find the corresponding y to make sure you've got it, but that's it right there. Now, the way I like to do these myself, like every time, I go with slope-intercept. Okay, I got to give credit where credit's due, and to dedicate this one to my colleague and friend, Colleen Bai. Yo mama's ex-boyfriend, y equals mx plus b. She likes to say that. Okay, so I'm going to get this equation to look like this, okay? 2x plus 3y equals 6. We're going to subtract 2x to both sides. So 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. Now we'll divide by 3 everywhere in all three terms. So y equals a negative 2/3 x plus 2. Now if you look at my 3.4 video, I talk about how to get a slope, but we got to figure out how to work with the slope, okay? So y-intercept, that's right here at 2. Okay, that's what the b is. Now, something about this b, by the way. The y-intercept, it's not b. Okay, a lot of people say that. That's not correct, okay? It's 0, b. Make sure to make that distinction. So, the 0 would be the 0 we're talking about here. The b is that number, 2. So, 0, 2 is my y-intercept. Now let's look at the slope. It's negative 2 over 3, and that represents the rise over the run, not the rum, excuse me. I did not mean to say that. Run, R-U-N. That was totally, screw up. So the rise, it's the going from the y-intercept up or down, okay? And the sign will dictate which way that's going to go. It's a negative 2, so if it's negative, you're going to go down. If it's positive, you would go up. So our rise means up or down. In this case, it's going down because it's negative. And our run means go to the right or to the left. Since that's a positive 3, we're going to move it to the right. So, but you always start from the y-intercept. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to start there at the origin. No. Start at the y-intercept, okay? So I'm going to go down 2, 1, 2. And to the right, 1, 2, 3. There it is. See, so you can pick up your graph that way. Incidentally, I could have written my slope as 2 over negative 3. Okay, I'm just going to try to hammer the point home with the whole sign issue here. If that were the case, got my y-intercept here, since that's a positive 2, my rise would be going up 2. So up 1, 2. And my run is a negative 3, which means move to the left. So I'm going to move to the left 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So it's still collinear, right? It's still all in, these points are all still within a line. I just found my 2 points off the y-axis a little bit differently based off of whatever the sign was, wherever the sign was located on my slope. Another thing real quick about slopes. Since this is a negative slope, as this line moves left to right, see how it's decreasing? Had this been a positive slope, as I move left to right, my slope would have been increasing. So just some food for thought there.